Got a quick video for you today with the Elektron Octatrack. I've had the Octatrack for a couple months now. Have really enjoyed it. It's great, very intuitive for sequencing. I think in MIDI mode, things are relatively simple and easy to sequence. Everything's quantized in note values. That makes life rather easy. However, when I get into sequencing samples and trying to assign pitches to every single step in the sequence, it gets a bit tedious for my taste. And frankly, the chromatic mode of, being able to play on the buttons for the sequencer as a keyboard player, it doesn't quite do it for me. So something like the Arturia key step makes a lot more sense to my tiny brain. So really quickly today, what I want to show you is something that took me entirely too long to figure out and could have been easily solved by reading the manual. But I'm here today so that you don't have to do that. I searched the internet for how to connect a MIDI controller to the Octatrack and control samples, play the samples in using the MIDI controller. Because it's obviously possible. You have MIDI in here. It should be very easy to do. So I thought, I'll just plug in my key step. I'll be ready to go. And then when I tried to play things, I got nothing. So logically, I went into the project menu. I went to MIDI. All of that looks good as default. Go to channels, make sure that we're on channel 1. Yeah, it looks like we're on channel 1 there, and my key step is on channel 1, and still nothing's happening. So what is going on? It is just as simple as the fact that the Octatrack is only looking for MIDI note CC between C5 and C7. Those are the two octaves that it responds to, and that's an octave up and an octave down for the sample. So it makes perfect sense. That's the range that you have here in the pitch setting here. I've adjusted my sample so that it sounds on the correct pitch for my sequence. So what happens if we actually get up into the correct, what do you know? It works. Then if I have my selected channel defaulting to MIDI channel 1, it's pretty low. It's that easy, right? Now, obviously, I could go into the amp and make where it doesn't hold indefinitely when I play the sample. There you go. So I have samples in here from my piano downstairs, which I sampled and have just programmed in some pitches the old-fashioned way that's kind of tedious, where you go in every step and program the sequence. Can get some interesting sequences that you normally wouldn't play in that way, so I highly recommend doing that from time to time. But let's say that I just want to play in this pipe organ sample. It's a nice 8-foot flute that I sampled from the church where I played the pipe organ. So I'm going to get my sequencer going. Now I have to record this in real time to play the things in, right? And it's going to automatically line up with the sequencer. So it's not like, say, the Squarp Hermod, which is going to allow you to freely unquantizedly, in an unquantized fashion, play in the different pitches not corresponding to a locked-in step. It is going to lock this into the sequencer. So let's get it going. Hold down record, press play. Now we're in live record mode. Anything that I play while we're in live record mode, any parameter change that you make is going to record to the sequencer. That's another way to get things really interesting really quick. So just like that, you can play in your sequence using samples with external MIDI controller keyboard device. Hope this helped you save a little time, kept you from reading that pesky manual for a little while longer until you have to figure something else out about the Octatrack. Incredibly deep machine. Hopefully, as I figure out more things on it, I will be doing more of these kind of quick tip videos, as if there weren't enough of them already on the internet. Thanks a lot for watching. If this video helped you, I would appreciate it if you would like the video. That'll kind of help push my videos out to more people and save even more people from reading the manual, which is frankly one of my life goals. You can also hit subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. I do all kinds of synth-related videos and sound design and gear reviews, gear demos, that kind of thing. So I have absolutely nothing else to plug today except you can grab some free samples. It'll be the first link in the description from my sample store, and those are ready to go. Drop them in your Octatrack and mangle them to your heart's content. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you next time.